Hello and welcome to the showcase. My name is Sean Martin and I've got 45 years experience in the field of entertainment. I'm here to share with you some of the greatest talents and experience in clubland today. Hopefully, by learning from each other, we can all help each other. Please subscribe to my channel. Now, I'm very excited because my next guest, what can I say? What a voice. Claire Pearce. Hello, Claire.
Hi, Sean. How are you today?
Very good, apart from a bit of a leggy, but these things happen, you know. So, Claire, you're a female vocalist, and I've heard you sing, and you put the hairs on the back of my neck up to the top of my head. So you do things that sound beautiful. I'd never known you until Chris introduced me to you, and one of the best things he ever did, because now you're part of our magic show. So tell us about how you got into singing, Claire.
Well, where do we start? I think it's just something I've always loved doing since I was, little child, little toddler. It's always singing around the house and wanted to be in all the plays at the school and things. And I was a little bit shy, but that's one thing that I always felt comfortable doing. So I just always loved singing, to be honest. Just always probably driving my parents insane, just singing in the bedroom all the time with the volumes really loud. But yeah, just always loved it, really, to be fair.
And Claire, do you kind of like prefer to sing on your own, or do you prefer to be in a band? Because you're in a band called Union. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah. No, I prefer to be in a band, to be fair. Yeah, I do prefer that.
What's the reasons behind that, Claire?
I don't know. It's just, I think everybody's different, aren't they? Some people like to be solo, but I prefer to, I don't know, just be part of a team. And it's the vibe. I just love the vibe of being in a band. I just really enjoy it, to be honest. Just feeding each other and everything else.
And of course, Claire, you've got live musicians, some of the best. You know, you've got Ken, and sorry, I'm being rude. I don't know the other names of the other band members, but they're absolutely brilliant musicians. And of course, on top of that, the whole thing just comes together beautifully. Do you think that being in a band can have its problems?
In what ways?
Like, obviously, I know I've been in many bands myself, Claire, and you have arguments between this person, this, personality clashes, yeah.
Lucky in our band, to be honest. There's always going to be bits and spats, but if anybody's unhappy about something, it's probably just about the way things are set up. But we generally have a little bit of a rant toward, to one another, but it's over with, done and dusted. We're all older now, aren't we? So we just.
So you don't take it to bed, then you don't sleep on it?
No, definitely not.
No, there's not.
No need to, is there?
No.
Everybody's entitled to put their opinions across, and we all listen to one another and just resolve it, really. It's just being part of the team, isn't it?
Yeah. In the beginning of this video, of this podcast, Claire, there's a video of Union playing, and obviously some pictures of yourself. So we'll include your telephone number there. Would you just tell the viewers and the agents and the people who are watching this podcast about your band?
Union?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, we've been together for how many years? We've been together a long time. Can't remember how long we've been together now. I wouldn't like to guess.
Okay.
I've been with Paul, the bass player, me and him, we're in a duo, not a duo, sorry, I was in a duo with the guitar player, actually. And we set up a band called Southside, and Paul joined the band then at that point. So I've been in a band with Paul since 1998, I think. Shows that, yeah. So Paul and I have been together for a long time, so it's like a little family, really. And then we've had a few drummers along the way. Now we have Ken. Obviously, Ken's amazing, and Simon's in the band, and Simon's one of my best friends. So it's just, we are like a little family, really, to be honest. And we used to play, we did play like a lot of clubs out of town, West Yorkshire area. But since COVID, that seems to have all sort of come to a halt. So we're doing more local gigs, which is fine. As long as we're playing, it doesn't really matter. I just enjoy singing, really.
Yeah.
So,
what type of music do Union play?
I would describe it as pop rock, really. Sort of bit of Pink, Fleetwood Mac, Anastasia. What else do we do? Michael Jackson.
Wow.
We do all sorts of things, really. Did I say even Led Zeppelin? We do a little bit of everything, to be honest. Just try and Toto. We do some Toto.
Oh, so you're very versatile.
Yeah, we are. We try and appeal to everybody because we are there to appeal to people, to entertain people at the end of the day. And there's no point in being, playing songs that people don't want to listen to, is there, really, when you're a band and entertaining people.
No, there isn't, Claire. And do you think you'll be carry on singing until the day you say, I can't do any more?
Hopefully. Who knows what's around the corner, but you just keep going as long as you possibly can, don't you? And,
Yes.
that's that I can do. So, yeah, at the moment, I feel that my voice is still in a good way, but you just don't know what's around the corner, do you?
You don't, Claire.
But yeah, keep going as long as I possibly can.
Great. And for the viewers, this podcast is mainly about Claire and Union, the band, and Claire, the singer. But just to let you know that Claire and myself and other people, Chris Brown, Ken Opie, Matt and Terry Bell, have come together as all kind of like session musicians and put some of our own music together, which Claire's the singer on. I think we've got about 6 songs now, Claire, and they're absolutely awesome, outstanding. Soon as the website's done, we shall be having probably a band podcast to try and promote that. So well done on that point of view, Claire. And if anybody wants to listen to Breakthrough, that's the name of the band, there'll be a lot of promo stuff coming out very soon. Now, Claire, I want you to tell me the disadvantages of being a singer.
The disadvantages of being a singer?
Yeah, what are some of the problems that you come across that you don't like?
I can't think of anything that I don't like about being a singer, to be honest.
Wow, really?
Well, I don't know. No.
Well, if it was me, Claire, when I was singing as a solo artist and things, is when the crowd is just don't listen to you. You feel like, is this all worth it at the end of the day? Do you ever feel like that?
I think maybe because maybe as a solo singer that would be harder. I think maybe that's why I prefer being in a band because if there are occasions where you don't feel like the crowd are listening to you or feel like listening to you like as much as you would like them to listen to you, and it's not going as well as you want it to go, so at least you have the band to kind of you play from one another. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You pull together. So
Yes.
maybe that's why the advantages of being in a band. But yeah, I do know what you mean. But I do have a mindset where I think, well, I know you cannot even if people are not dancing, and you can always see that people are singing along. You kind of look and see there's different ways of people enjoying your performance. Not always about dance and singing. You can see sort of people sort of watching you, and you know that they're paying attention to you. So there's different ways of people enjoying you. I don't know about disadvantage. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think maybe that's why it's good being in a band. It must be so hard being a solo singer for you. I don't know how.
Well, for others as yeah.
Yeah.
Claire, for our viewers, the people that are going to be watching, the thousands of people that are going to be watching this, Claire, what advice would you give to new girl singers starting in this business?
Just practice as much as you possibly can, as much as you're able to. Practice or always be ahead of the game, just as much as you can to get your voice stronger. Because that's always good. If you're fully prepared, if you go out there and you're not prepared enough, you haven't practiced enough, that's always a big issue. Just believe in yourself. I am not the most confident person in the world, but I do sort of believe in my voice. So when I go up there, you just get into the zone and you can do it. Just get up there and just think, this is it, I can do it. I don't really know what else to give. Just you got to believe in yourself. You got to confident in yourself.
That's great advice, Claire. Sorry for interrupting you there, but is there ever a moment or more moments that you forget the words? What do you do?
Very occasionally I forget the words. Not very often. It's not very often that I forget the words, to be honest.
Wow.
I'm quite good at words, yeah. Not very often. And you just kind of can't probably count on one hand the times I've forgotten the words over the years, but you just just got to just kind of carry on, haven't you? I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, it's just it's not very often that happens, to be honest.
I
That's
used,
practice. That's why just practicing. That's probably why I
yeah,
don't forget the.
I used to just sing anything that come into my mind. Nobody ever
Yeah,
knew.
yeah. So, well, mumble something. As long as you're in tune, it doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah.
It doesn't. Well, Claire, I'm not going to keep you too long. It's going to be quite a quick podcast. I'd like you to say thank you very much for your presence today, and
Yeah.
keep up the good work with Union, and also the advice that you've given to our viewers that are going to be watching these podcasts is all, excellent stuff, of course, because I don't know about you, but as a musician, as an entertainer, whatever you want to call it in Clubland, we learn from each other, you know.
Yeah.
You learn from your friends, I learn from my friends, but you learn by watching people, listening to advice, whether it's the right advice or the wrong advice. But it's all helpful, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. We all learn from one another, support one another, and that's what we're all here for, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Claire Pearce, should I say? Tonight, this is your life. Joking.
Yeah.
And the band Union. Thank you very much, Claire. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Sean. Nice to see you. All right, you take.